Hola, mi personas bonitas o bonitos. I don't know. I'm trying to, different lingo or whatever, or different language, whatever you want to call it. However, this is Alicia's Talking Tuesdays. Say my name, bitch. Podcast, and of course, I'm in a different spot. I ain't think this through too well because this spot is not the best spot to be at. But whatever, we are here. This is what we doing. So just getting into it. This week, I want to talk about black people saying nigga. So I know I touched the bases about how how I feel about white people saying nigga. Well, I think the majority of us would think it's not the thing we say or do. With that being said, things go both ways, and I am the one to say, well, contradict a lot and be like, well, and these circumstances, sometimes things are different. So with that being said, just getting straight to it, my opinion of black people saying that, me, I always gotta check. I should do this beforehand, right? But in my opinion, I just don't like it. However, like I've said before, subconsciously I always talk about how I try to clean up my act and better myself. Not saying that, oh, I'm perfect or I'm better than somebody else, but I feel like I try not to say it as much. And the reason being is because like it was a word that bring people down. It was a word to, I ain't gonna say was, it still is. It's still a word that's used to bring people down. Like I had an actual white man say to me, oh, I said nigga one time to make somebody mad, just to make them mad so he can fight me because he pissed me off that bad. What? And this was just last year, 2021. This is 2022. I got to check sometimes. But with that being said, you know, everybody knows words hold power. Well, I'm not saying everybody because some people just feel like, oh, that's just ludicrous, is blah blah, who are whatever. They don't believe in that stuff. But with that being said, I am one of the people that believe in it. And with that being said, I don't want to use a word that is utilized to, like I said, tear people down, or that's used to belittle people, or that's used to trigger some people to trick them out their spot. So with that being said, I try not to use it, but I definitely be like, oh, this. I say it. I definitely say it, and I mean, I know I'm laughing when I say it because at the end of the day, it be funny to me, especially when black people don't use it amongst each other. Like, I mean, it's a thing, it's a common thing, but I don't like to use it, and I definitely try not to use it as much. And then even to the point where I know when I grew up, my mother, she raised us to think that it was like a cuss word, like it was that bad as using a cuss word. I want to say, I feel like my children subconsciously feel the same way because maybe I subconsciously projected that on them as well. I have told them plenty of times, hey, do not allow people of other races to call your word. But however, I will use it. I don't think I ever heard my children use it unless they're, reciting the lyrics to a song. I do expose my children to, these people, and all, like y'all already know, I don't like to shout people out. I don't like to give nobody credit that don't, need it, or if they're not the topic. So with that being said, they are exposed to, all these vocal words. They are exposed to racial slurs, but they don't use them. They don't say them. And I mean, maybe they'll grow up like me and start using because, hey, they can do what they want to do and they grown type of energy. And yeah, that's just that. But me, on the other hand, I try not to, but I will be honest, I do. I say it. I don't say it often or a lot. And a lot of times, I will say things like, even if it's a curse word, I'll say it in my head, or I think before you speak type of situation. I'll hear it in my head and I replace it. Like, if you ever talk to me personally, I'd be like, oh, you fluked up, or I'll fudge this, I'll say it. But with the N bomb, I just say that word. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know. Or this, yeah, I just say it. I ain't even gonna hold you. But like I said, with that being said, like, yeah, I say the word because that's the way I was raised. I try not to use it. I think it's bad as far as, our ancestors being drugged down with the word. I think it's bad as still with this this day and time, other races, especially Caucasian, will utilize the word as a weapon. Prime example. And I try, like I said, I try not to project my beliefs and everything on my children. However, I just want to educate them. But my oldest, I really do feel like I projected that on him because he told me, a white kid at his school told me something, yeah, I got the N-word pass. What the fudge is an N-word pass? Like, what are y'all doing? Stop playing. Stop playing. But we're getting off subject here because we're talking about our own kind using it. So with that being said, back to the actual subject, like our own kind use, like we just need to do better. And I mean, not to say that, oh, we shouldn't use it at all. Well, it probably should be to that point where we shouldn't use it at all. But at the end of the day, I don't penalize us for using the word, whether it be the ER, EA, EG, EGGA, or EGHA, or any of that. I don't penalize us for it, but you should always want to better yourself. You should always want better. You should always want improvement. So, in my opinion, don't use it. Don't use it, and try to keep yourself from using it. And who wouldn't want to enhance their vocabulary? Who wouldn't want to find better words to use or uplift themselves? And then, for us, us spiritual people, and I will say us because I'm a spiritual person as well. For us spiritual people, who wouldn't want to elevate on higher vibrations? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? And that word, with such negativity attached to it, like, what will you gain from using it? You know what I mean? So, with that being said, instead of saying, oh, my nigga, say my man, or that nigga, oh, that man, that king, that queen, this, you know what I mean? It's just like using the word, the B word, bitch. I mean, it's all in how you using the word, of course. And that's why I'm starting to, when I say my slogan or catchphrase, or well, it's not a slogan or catchphrase, it's the title to my podcast, and I already went over the meaning behind that. But that's why even when I say it sometimes, I'll bleep that part out. However, just feel and know my aggression that I use with that word, the reasoning behind it, not word, just understand the meaning and aggression behind my title, knowing what I mean, what I feel, what's behind it, the purpose of it. And which is sad to say, but a lot of times words alone do not. Ooh, look, you see a little bit of that glue on my eyelid. Don't worry about it. Anyway, words alone, that's not glue, that's actual mold. But words alone sometimes don't hold the weight. And you have nice people like moi will say and do things, but people don't really feel you. So you have to say that word and put that aggression behind it. And that goes along with, using the N-word. Like I said, you'll have people just using it just to attack people. I really wish I could remember the guy's name, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna start putting people on blast. Like, at this point, when it comes to negativity and stuff like that, put them on blast, because who knows who you're sitting around or who you're dealing with that you think, oh, they cool, they nice, whoop-de-whoop, but whole time they're willing to do things like that, like push a nigga to the point that he ready to get fucked up because a cracker want to go and be mean. And look at me, I dropped the C word because at the end of the day, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. And in that situation, he's definitely that. He's definitely that. The whole Quaker Oat box. But anyways, I said Quaker Oat box. But anywho's, but yeah, like, I don't agree with black people using it. I think it's disrespectful to your ancestors who had to be degraded. When I think of ancestors and niggas, it's just like it's like being kicked down and spit on. And then nowadays, nigga is like we just hoodlums and ghetto. But at the end of the day, I want to say I feel like it's part of our culture and everything. But like I said, those who are spiritual, those who want to elevate, those who want to just kind of subconsciously push yourself there, just make the word obsolete. But it's harder and it's easier said than done. But a word like that, make it obsolete. Take it out your vocabulary. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm working on it. I still use racial slurs and I'm mad. I do. That's why I say I don't use them. I don't use them at all. I don't try to use that C word at all. Um,